Hey y'all, it is time for garden tour week number 4. Not 8, just 4, one hand, 4. Whichever hand you'd like, 4. Anyway, I'm in the perennial garden and things are, well, mostly weeds are like, since last week. You can see Derek has not had time, but he's going to come in and weed eat because it's out of control, y'all. But look at my beautiful moon and stars. Look at all the little spots. Look how big it's gotten. This makes me happy. I just like to come out here and look at it, and I'm just like, pretty little plant. Gonna make me beautiful melons. They're gonna taste delicious. My comfrey is really growing. Look, it's taking off. Really excited about my comfrey. All of the plants make me happy. I was gonna say it makes me happy, but I think, oh, there's a bug in my eye. That doesn't make me happy. I think y'all know by now that plants make me happy. There it is. I was like, where did it go? This one is still struggling, but it's there. I think it's another moon and stars. Not 100% positive
Looks like
on
it
that.
has little yellow spots on it.
It does. It's there. I'm not giving up on it. So the rest of these melons are coming up. I was gonna start melons in cells. Haven't done it yet. I need to get on that if I'm gonna do it because I'm getting a little late on the start. Look at these videos. Look how pretty they are. The girls keep cutting them every time they get up and putting them in the house, so they haven't been out yet today to cut these. And look at my beautiful weeds back there. So we have our, oh, they're cantaloupes. I can't remember what kind they were put right here. I'll have to look. I always tell you every week. I don't remember. You would think I would actually. They might be Hell's Best. I know that one's a Hell's Best, but I can't remember if they're all Hell's Best. Okay. But the Big Mac's pumpkin is still growing. I need to weed around it again. Looking good. And this cushaw is, which cushaws get really big anyways, but it's looking really, really good. It's getting.
Looks like it has some buds.
Yep,
on it.
it's got several buds on it.
There's
Starting to shoot off some tendrils.
Yep.
So, and then this little sugar pie pumpkin isn't so little. It's looking good too.
It's got buds as well.
Yep. That's awesome. That's the Hell's Best. Now over here, we have this, which has been trampled multiple times. Hopefully it will be okay. It doesn't look too good. That one is looking better. It parked up since yesterday. It was also trampled. And that one, again, was trampled. The kids have been coming out here to pick berries, but the little ones don't know what's what, so they've been stomping on them. So we're kind of like, this is now a supervision only. And we've blocked off the entrance, and it seems to have worked to keep the chickens out. I haven't seen any chickens in here in a couple days because they're just wreaking havoc on things. But our black raspberries have been ripening, and the kids have been picking. There's some over here. So the kids have been picking on them. They got a few more to come get, and then the blackberries are all blushing. So we need to get, once they turn, we'll get them picked. Hopefully before the birds get out here and get them. And then we are gonna make some jam, maybe some cobbler, because cobbler is yummy. I have 4 here. I have my Dr. Wyke's, Sweeties, whoever. I don't know. W-Y-C-H-E. Anyway, I've got, these are really starting to come up. And then the purple Russians, I have 1 more here that sprouted. 2 here. And this one, the top broke off, but I just left it and it's grown more leaves. So I'm just gonna leave it for a little while. And then I have 2 of the Dr. Wyke's right here. And my chamomile is finally sprouting. Emma has random flowers. Excuse our mess, there's a bunch of stuff on the table, but you know, that's how it goes. Random flowers. Started okra in these 2 trays here. You can see they're starting to sprout. Hopefully they'll do well. We're going to transplant them because our okra, you know, did okay. I'll show you in a minute the bed. And then Emma has sunflowers in here, and then I put acorn squash in here, and then Emma put something else over here, and I don't know what it is. Probably more sunflowers because she is planting sunflowers like there's no such thing as too many sunflowers. No, but I'll be like,
Yep,
it's officially taller than me.
It is.
It's not hard to do though, but the corn has just taken off. It's awesome. Look at this, it's crazy. I'm sure it will have a decent harvest out of this.
Yeah, people have told us it's too close together to really make corn, but
Nah.
I don't think it is.
We've done it square foot gardening style. We've done it. Not into this.
Not according to Mel Bartholomew.
That's right. Good old Mel. But we haven't done it to this extreme or to this extent. All right. This is where we planted our popcorn. Finally, we got it in this week. Obviously, nothing has sprouted yet because it's only been a couple days. But it should be coming out soon. And the glass gem corn is looking really good. Well, really weedy, but it must be more nutrients on that side because it's way taller. It's all the same corn.
This side.
The kids' garden, my dill, yay! It's taking off. There's we had a little fiasco with someone weeding my dill, but it's all good. I love dill, so I can make lots of pickled yumminess. That Hobie's plant has all those baby tomatoes clusters. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Oh, it's really bright that way. Goodness, the sun is up there in the sky. Who would have thought?
This is Josiah's. This is a great white. Is that correct?
The great white, and it's got a bunch of fruit on it. And then his Chinese 5-color pepper, which they say is mostly ornamental. It's just hot. It doesn't really taste good. They're just insanely hot. Way too hot for my liking, but he loves them. He thinks they taste good. I don't know how he can stand them because they're really hot, but he likes them. And they're pretty, so we'll grow them. Look at the potatoes coming up.
Yeah, they're rocking it out. Our late potatoes. I need to clean out on the other side over there. So we got.
Those look like sunflowers. Those
They
two
do.
big flowers.
We got 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows.
And they're really coming. We need to hill them soon. When it's dry enough, we'll have to hill them. It's just too wet right now. And then this is where we put in our top crop bush beans, 2 rows. Nothing has sprouted yet because it's not been long enough. But we put that in. And the green beans down here are just out of control as far as weeds go. Everything's out of control, but that's okay. But some of them are outgrowing weeds and they're getting blooms. Look at all the blooms on those. And then over here, most excitedly, look, it's babies! Look! It's a baby dragon tongue bean. Oh, I have to put that on Instagram. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. Look aren't they pretty?
They are.
And the beans are gonna be purpley green. But they're doing really, I mean, look, obviously something's been eating on them, but they're not all eaten yet.
I think they're camouflaged in the weeds. Nothing really knows what they are.
Look at the weeds. I was noticing how much more the weeds have been eaten on than the plants, so I think that's bug. I think that is going to be a benefit, actually.
Yep.
But they look good, and it's a baby one. It's so cute. I'm so happy. Makes me extremely ridiculously excited. All right, these yellow squash plants are rocking it. Look at them. They have tons that are loaded with squash, and then we put in the golden zucchini, 2 over here, and we put 3 black beauty on this side, and then we have a bunch of squash, and that's the zucchini plant up there. So all of our squash and zucchini are looking really good so far. We have not been having any squash bugs or vine borers yet, so that's a really good thing. But look at the cucumbers. I finally put more cucumber seeds in the ground in the bare spots. They haven't had time to germinate yet, but look, I've been working on keeping these guys going straight up under control. This one is, there you go. They're looking really good. This is the one that Derek saved, and it's still rocking, so it's good. And then, where did the baby cucumber go? I spotted a baby cucumber. Where was it? Yesterday. Was it on this one, or was it over there? Do you remember?
I don't remember, baby.
Huh. Baby cucumber, where are you? It's the elusive baby cucumber. Well, anyway, there is a baby cucumber on here somewhere. I just don't remember where. I was really excited and I took a picture of it, but I don't remember where it was. You guys are supposed to be over here. Where are you going? That is the wrong direction, cucumbers. Oh, here's one. Right here. Here it is. Oh.
A baby cucumber.
Baby cucumber. So cute. And little. And it's going to be delicious when it's pickled or eaten fresh. That's the hardest part, is collecting enough when they first start coming in to actually get pickles, because the kids are like eating them fresh. There's the oatgrass. Is that a thistle? No. I'm always grabbing thistles and it hurts. And I whine about it. Look at these okras coming up. So we need to mow and weed eat, but other than that, I think everything looks good. The kids finally netted the blueberries because they were definitely, birds were grabbing them. I was sitting here watching a robin hop and grab them the other day, and I was like, this is not okay. We've had a problem with the chickens getting in this garden. I think they ate a couple of our sprouted pole beans, which is totally not okay at all. So we went ahead and put up the netting. It's not on, it's just here to hopefully deter them and keep them out of there. Since we put it up, haven't seen any, but it's only been like a day, so it hasn't been a long time. But hopefully it will keep them out. And over here we have a pole bean sprout. I'm hoping our germination rate is good. We only have a few sprouted so far, but I think we're gonna do all right. Yeah, we have several coming up over here. There's 3 right here and 2 on that side. So yeah, I think they're gonna be just fine. We're gonna have wonderful pole beans. And we have, the rain has been crazy. It's either been super dry and then pour and pour and pour. So it's been very uneven watering, and you know, tomatoes like even watering. They don't like to drown and then dry out and drown, dry out. So I haven't seen a couple. I've seen a couple with blossom and rot, not too many, but we have had some blossom drop where I think it's just too much humidity and moisture and they're not getting to pollinate. So I'm trying to come through and pollinate when I see clusters, because sometimes when it's wet and humid, I guess the pollen kind of sticks inside, can't do its pollinating thing. So anyway, but look, these are getting huge. Look at these Amish pace. This one has a divot. It's starting to grow out. It was stuck in the branch right there. Oh, there's a bug. Where'd it go? I lost it. It was a bad bug. Oh well. And then over here, the San Marzanos are looking really good too. These are Amish pace and these are San Marzanos. And I've been working on pruning some. I haven't had time to just come through and prune everything at one time and tie it up, but I do a little at a time, and I think it's going pretty good. We put in some more paprika peppers here, and over here we put in some peppers. Do we put one here? Is that where you started?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking there were 2 on this end, but it's just the one.
That's where I started.
I think that's the bell pepper that's really sad looking. And then down here, the arrows. Come pull you. Look at my Cherokee purples. Look at them. This one started to split with the water, but I think it's going to be okay. It seems to have healed over.
Yeah.
Look, this is a ton. Look down there. 6 right there.
Wow.
Yeah, so these look really good. Oh, look at these. Right. So we've never grown the pineapple tomatillos successfully before, and this is loaded with them, but I was expecting the plants to get taller, and maybe they will over time, but right now they're pretty short, so everything's kind of on the ground. But both of these are loaded down, and then the girls have put 2 more in, so I think we're gonna have a pretty good crop. We came through and there's a weed, pruned off some of the basil and took some in to dry, because the basils were like getting way out of control. Hope this is falling.
Here's a zip tie in my hand.
Is there? I'm trying to see which direction it's caught. There we go. This is a crazy one. This is a sucker. I don't have anything to cut it with to break it off. There we go. Let me tie this one up. I'm stuck. There we go. I'm zip tie challenged today, babe.
I see that.
I think it's because I've only had 1 cup of coffee. There we go. That's better. I need to do these too. That one's really falling over, but we'll get to it. Anyway, what I really was talking about, wanted to show you, is look at these atomic grapes over here. This is Kylie's plant, but look at the cluster after cluster. Aren't they pretty? They say when they ripen, they'll get very bright and different vibrant colors, so they're not ready yet, but they're looking really good. Everything is looking so good. Kylie's bed is still weed free. I guess she finally got all of them out by the roots. And then the peppers took off after all the rain. But look at this. Look how huge these pepper leaves are. I probably need to prune these, but it's been so long since I successfully grown peppers because we're in Florida. I need to look back on how to prune them properly because I haven't done it in a long time and I don't want to mess my plants up. And over here we have, this one's doing right. This was a rooted sucker, and look, I thought it was going to die.
It's coming back.
But it's coming back. Yep, it's done really, really well actually.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really bad. I thought.
Yeah, I remember.
It had a really great root system on it. It was like the whole bottom end was just like that with roots from being in the jar. But it looks good. And then our melons, that was another rooted sucker the girls put in. And they've got some zinnias over there. These melons are looking really good, covered in blooms. I mean, just like lots of them. They're really starting to vine out. So I'm trying to encourage the vines up. These are planted, they're kind of close together. They should have been moved a little farther apart, but at this point I'm just gonna let them rock it out and try to train them up as much as I can. And then over here we had a couple of broccoli heads. The broccoli and stuff is pretty rough looking at this point. The peas are pretty much, the kids keep picking off the last few little ripe pea pods and eating them.
Out of the weeds.
Out of the weeds, yeah, that's really bad. And of course the bok choy's been bolted forever, so we'll save seeds. It's going to flower, so the seeds will be on it. We really could make a meal of broccoli. You don't belong on there, bug.
We should cut broccoli today.
Yep, we have. We saw the other day out here a parasitic wasp was eating a cabbage worm. I was really excited about that. I was like, yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Die, evil worm, die. But look, we have 1, 2, that's a little head, 3, 4. I think there's a couple over there. So we might have one little bitty tiny meal of broccoli if we don't share with everybody.
Everybody can have a bite.
I was like, I think we have enough kids that don't like broccoli that will be okay to have. We'll have enough for everybody who wants a bite. And then this was a volunteer squash, and it has
Well, we think it's a pumpkin
fruit,
of some
or
sort.
pumpkin, yeah, we're not sure. It has a fruit that looks like a pumpkin to me, but I could be wrong. That's the only, there's a fruit, but it looks like it's rotting. Yep, it's rotten.
Okay, well, yeah, take that
Several of
one
them
off.
have rotted, I think just so much rain, but there's another one. We'll see. It's always exciting to have surprises in the garden. But and look, this bell pepper that's growing right here amongst the grass. Look how big it's getting. I've been showing you that. And it's getting big, so that's exciting. Very exciting. And one more thing on that side, one more. Blue gold berries. Still aren't turning, but look at them. They're just so cute and pretty, and they're gonna be so tasty. All right, so as you can see, once again, everything has really, oh, there's a fire on the head. Everything is really growing and getting huge, and we're getting closer and closer to harvest, and I can't wait. I'm just like, every day I'm like, is something gonna be ready today? And we had peas, so that was pretty good, but I am ready to start harvesting tomatoes.